the right thing, doing the right thing, that is where you go wrong. Because in doing the right thing, you find that you forget who you are, you lose yourself. Yo, what's up my inspired alphas? Welcome back to another video. Today, I am talking to the people who constantly get disrespected by women. Do women disrespect you all the time? Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let's jump into it. Number one, you are weak. Guys, by me telling you you are weak, this is what I mean. The signals you are sending out there, signals that you are weak. And guys, no one is going to look at you and start to try and think, I wonder what this guy is, what's going on inside this guy's mind. People judge you the way they perceive you. And yeah, I know the world is unfair, but you need to understand that people perceive you the way they look at you, the way you carry yourself, everything that you do. People look at you and judge you by whatever it is you are signaling out there. Now, if you are the guy who keeps on fidgeting, you are uneasy, you can't maintain eye contact with women, you can't, you can't relax, you are giving off signals that, hey, I am unsure of myself and I don't deserve you and whatever. All those things you are sending out there because you are not aware of yourself. Now, guys, commanding respect is so easy. You just have to be aware of your body language. Yes, it's your body language. That is what commands respect. Just look at the way James Bond carries himself, or if you're a fan of the Peaky Blinders, look at the way Thomas Shelby carries himself. Body language. Even if those guys are afraid, even if they are unsure of themselves, those guys communicate that I got this covered, I got this handled, I am in control. So guys, remember, women look at you and judge you by the way you carry yourself, by the signals you send out there. So it's all about you tweaking your body language, knowing what your body language is communicating to other people. Number two, you put women on a pedestal. Guys, now, if you've been listening to me, you don't put women on a pedestal, but there are certain pressures that can make you crumble. Now, you find that, you find that you are seeking approval from women subconsciously. You don't know you are doing this. And guys, until you stop doing these things, you will continue getting the same results. And the worst part about this is that unless you are very self-critical, unless you are analytic in every situation you are in, and you look at how people respond to you, you will always be complaining that people don't respect you, that something is wrong. Because if you're doing it subconsciously, you will never know you're doing it wrong until it comes to your conscious mind and you're like, oh my goodness, I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been making a fool out of myself. And you see, guys, let me tell you one thing. Women will never tell you the things you're doing wrong. They will come, they will take advantage of the fact that you really don't understand some social dynamics or how to behave, and then they will go get their backs blown by the guys who understand social norms, the guys who know how to behave. So guys, putting women on a pedestal, it doesn't have to be you are simping. The fact that you can put her before your priorities. Yes, subconsciously you find that maybe you cancelled your plans so that you wouldn't hurt her feelings. Subconsciously you thought you were doing the right thing. Now this is where you have to be very careful. The right thing, doing the right thing, that is where you go wrong. Because in doing the right thing, you find that you forget who you are, you lose yourself. You define what's right and what's wrong. So if you find yourself in a situation where you want to do the right thing, pause. Because once you do that thing, you'll find that it lowers your value, because you've succumbed to the pressure of doing the right thing. And it's not the right thing, it's just that it is what the society expects. But you have your own expectations. Go with your own expectations. If you feel like your brain is telling you this is the right thing to do, pause. That is the wrong thing to do. Number 3, you always want to be right. Guys, you always want to be the good guy. You always want to be the guy who follows the rules. Guys, women don't respect men who follow rules just willy-nilly. Who follow rules without questioning them. Right now, you should be at a point where you are critical of every outside influence, because you have your own reality, you have your own rules. Now, if you have your own rules, then why do you have to depend on other people's rules to guide you? Being the good guy, being the guy who is always right, it will always, people will always disrespect you, because it's the guys who know what they want, the guys that appear. Now, I know you've seen this somewhere. You think you are the right guy, but people respect the guy who is late, or the guy who talks, who is rude, or the guy who, is vulgar. That is because he knows who he is and he is unapologetic about it. The guys who always want to be right, the guys who always want to be good, they are doing this because they are afraid of the consequences of being bad, being judged. So guys, it's not about always being right. It's about doing, staying true to yourself. And remember, when you stay true to yourself, you will offend people. You will rub shoulders with other people. That is something you should expect, because if you try to make everybody your friend, if you are the guy who everybody is your friend, then you are your own enemy. That is what Mike Tyson said. If you are a friend of everybody, you are an enemy to yourself. Last but not the least, you put other people's happiness first. Guys, remember, you can never make people happy. You can never make people happy. That is something that should be ingrained in your mind, because happiness comes from within. So if you are trying to make other people happy, whether it's a woman, whether it's your parents, whether whether I don't know, whoever it is you are trying to make to make happy, people will disrespect you because you don't value yourself. The guys who make other people happy. Now, there are two categories. There is the guy who is happy, and since emotions are contagious, people are happy being around him, because this guy is a happy guy. So there is positive feelings which come from him. And there's the other guy who is trying to make other people happy. Do you see? The other guy is coming, the guy who has happiness is coming from a place of abundance, because first of all, I'm happy, so I'm ready to share my happiness with other people. The other guy does not have happiness. That is why he's trying to, extra hard to make other people happy. And the more you try to make people happy, the more they walk on you. Because no one asks. I've never seen anyone asking another person, hey, why don't you make me happy? Because happiness comes from within. These things, people do them subconsciously, trying to seek approval. That is, when you try to seek approval, you are making other people happy. When you ask for permission, when you don't really know who you are, people will not respect you. Because you don't know who you are, so you don't know what disrespect is. Anyway, hopefully you got value from today's video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace out.